We got Rattle Rabbit, boom, boom, boom. And we got Penelope Penguin, Penelope Penguin.
I was a young man, never needed nothing. I had a real good life. Then you took my breath on a Sunday as the sun dressed. Right then I lost my mind.
Our number one smash hit chart topping single called We've Got, which is sung in a weird kind of American accent. We've got, and features a few of his new toys. A whole bunch that I mentioned there, but it includes Penelope Penguin, it includes Bear Bunny, or Bunny Bear, whatever you want to call him, and Berry Bunny. This is Berry Bunny here. Welcome to today. It's Saturday today. It's all looking pretty chilled, pretty free today. Before we had the baby, we were like, oh, we'll keep like June and July really pretty free. And now we're in it, and it's great. It's like, got nothing to do. This is amazing. Obviously, we're keeping him alive, which is kind of a big deal, actually. I don't know if you can see here. Yep, he's alive. So today I want to sort of answer the question, why am I doing this? What are the point of these vlogs? Why am I doing them? And I talked a little bit about that in the first vlog I did about a month ago. I've been doing this for about a month now, and I want to begin to answer the question today, and I'm going to work on it myself and present the answers to you today as to what's the point of these videos and the purpose and all that kind of stuff.
Then you took my breath on a Sunday.
Are you going to be on mail time?
Off. Good boy. Welcome to another exciting edition of Mail Time.
What mail have we got, Ben?
Well, it's kind of cheating. It's cheating today because it's this stuff over here that I'll go and pick up on it hasn't actually come in the post. It's arrived from friends, but it still counts. Still counts. It still counts. This is the third episode of Mail Time now. 3. This is a roll. This is momentum. We're never going to have to buy anything ever again.
Still waiting for your boosted board though, aren't you, Ben?
It could be a boosted board. Today could be a boosted board. But look at this. What? So we've got a whole load of stuff. None of it looks like bills, so that's good.
Although if bills came in packages like that, that would be pretty exciting.
Oh yeah.
B is for bills.
B is for bills.
It could be. Aww.
Okay. So we've got a collection of what seems to be cards here. So should we open these?
Mhm.
Do you want to take one?
I'll take one, you take one. Oh, that's so lovely.
Like a homemade one. Love and prayers from Nelly and Ronnie King.
Oh, Nelly and Ronnie.
That's so nice.
Tilly ate a frog.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting.
Claire's dog is disgusting. She just ate a frog and now she's foaming at the mouth. That's what she texts me saying.
Although it's impressive actually that like she can catch a frog. It's fast. It's fast.
Ah, it's got a badge. Esther, Mark, Jade, Lauren and Joshua.
Aww.
Thank you, Esther and Mark. Stephen, Anna. Aww.
Mary Rose, Paul and Jasmine.
Aww.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, Reed family. From Pat and Jeff.
Pat and Jeff.
Thank you, Pat and Jeff.
Now we're on to the big B bag.
Oh, look, and it matches.
Ah, matches the bag.
That's
Let's
so
go.
nice.
Look, matches the bag.
Linda and Peter.
Oh,
Linda and Peter.
Thank
So
you.
cute. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, look at them.
Big smiles for Daddy.
Oh, look at these. Mummy and me.
Oh.
Cool like Daddy. They're amazing.
Cool like Daddy, isn't it? Oh my goodness, look, little
That's so
giraffe.
sweet.
It's a jangly giraffe and it's hot, its body has had a shot through it. Oh my goodness, this is amazing, guys.
Smells good.
Can you smell that? Can you smell it?
Aww. That's lovely.
Family is where our story begins.
Put that in the new house.
To Heather and Ben, lots of love. Ali, Brian, Mark and Katie.
Ali to you.
Oh, thank you.
Really?
Lovely little bag.
That is a good bag. And look, it's got little clouds. Oh, look at these. Daddy's big boat and my little boat.
This little boy's got better clothes than me.
I know. I don't know if you could get away with wearing a Daddy's big boat and my little boat.
Why not?
Top.
Oh, true. But I could do like his little boat and this is my big boat.
That's what we're talking.
Oh my goodness, we're on to the final one of today's mail time.
Oh, Duncan and Sharon.
Oh.
Dear Ben and Heather, congratulations. Well done, Heather. Yes. On the birth of your beautiful baby boy Jasper Samuels. Much love, Duncan and Sharon.
Ah.
That's a really sweet card.
Classy card.
Classy people, the clip cards.
No, classy people.
Ooh. Want to-
Just dropped it. Brilliant.
Hope it's unbreakable. You can open it. Come on. Oh,
Ah, look at that. Twinkle, twinkle, little
that's
star.
gorgeous.
Do you know how loved you are? That's really
That's
cute.
really sweet.
Oh.
Thank you, Duncan and Sharon.
It's not going to fit me though, is it? So, so that brings us to the end of today's mail time. And like, seriously, at some point I will show you a glimpse of the cards that we've received. And if you have sent us a card or sent to us on Facebook, congratulations, or when you've seen us, thank you. We're just so grateful for how
Feel very spoiled.
we feel so spoiled and so loved in this time. And Jasper's got more clothes than I've ever owned in my life, and more toys than I ever owned as a child, and more greetings cards than I've had in my whole life added together.
Because people prefer him to you.
People prefer him to me. But anyway, thank you so much. We're so grateful, honestly, for every person who has said or given us whatever. We're just so thankful. And we love you guys. All of our church family and actual family and friends and everything else. We're hashtag blessed. Yeah, hashtag blessed. Any words?
Too blessed to be stressed.
Too blessed to be stressed.
Then you took my breath on a Sunday as the sun dressed. Right then I lost my mind. I was a strong man right until the day you took me down like a rolling stone. Never saw it coming.
Wilbur's been running everywhere. He's even chased a squirrel today. He never chases squirrels. He's not fast enough. Look, there. Look, can you see him? He never goes this far from us. How far away is that, Heather?
Mile.
30 metres? No, probably not that far.
30 miles.
30 miles. Woo! He can't cope. He can't cope being away from us too long.
Never saw it coming.
I prefer him far away.
We prefer him far away.
So he just takes up quite a lot of space.
He does. Whenever we have like a picnic or something, he literally comes and sits on the mat. Like, he doesn't realise that the mat is for humans and grass is, well, it's not. The mat's ours, is what I'm trying to say.
Now I'm a broke man. I'll always wonder why you took me down like a rolling stone.
Today is my last day of paternity leave, which is like sad, but actually it's alright, really, isn't it? It's alright. Couldn't care less.
Baby, burning all night long, yeah. Doesn't make no reason.
I think I've been doing pretty well. I recognise that most of these vlogs so far I've been on not maternity leave, that's for women, I'm a man, which says paternity leave. I recognise most of these vlogs have been whilst I've been on paternity leave. So you could argue, you're like, well, it's easy to do it when you're not working, it's, you know, you've got all the time in the world, which one is wrong because a newborn baby does not equal you having all the time in the world. For sure, 100%. And two, really, vlogging was not number one on my priority list when I'm having time off and I'm becoming a father and I'm spending time with Heather and all that sort of stuff. So whatever you're saying is easier when you're on paternity leave. I'm not having that as a thing. That's not an excuse. But I do recognise that it's going to be harder, probably. There's one extra priority now in play in the game that I'm going to have to deal with, aka work. I work at the church, and so the stuff that goes on at the church, so I've got to manage that well. Wilbur, come on. Good boy. Come on in.
Never saw it coming.
Good boy.
Now
Yeah, so I've got to bear that in mind. I've got to bear it in mind. It's going to be harder. I want to take some time to actually just sort of jot down some of the thoughts that have been going on in my mind about like what these are about, and I'll share the story with you as well. You see, for a few years now, well, at least 2 years, maybe even 3, I've kind of had this sort of desire and a kind of inclination to go, right, what am I supposed to do in life? What's my kind of purpose here? What's the strengths I've got? And that's kind of been building as you go on and up. It's not like I've never thought about that until 2 years ago. That's just stupid. But in the last couple of years, I've been, beginning to wonder it a little bit more. Like, if you've ever done the thing StrengthsFinder, oh man, I'm a massive fan of StrengthsFinder. Ever done the Enneagram before? The Enneagram, incredible. I'll vlog about that another time, but it's all very helpful and amazing. You pooped, mate, haven't you? You pooped. I bet. Anyway, where was I? Dog just started randomly chasing every other dog around. So anyway, Enneagram, great tool, recommend it, really do. StrengthsFinder as well, very, very good as well. And I guess intertwined in all of this, beginning to learn a little bit more about myself and things like this. And in it all, maybe about 2 years ago now, there were 2 words that kind of struck me that I feel God sort of said to me, here's some words I want you to ponder, and here's some words that I think are important for you in your life. And those 2 words were create and communicate. And since then I've kind of beginning to learn that they're things that I love to do. I love to create stuff. So number 1, I love to create. I love to make stuff. I love new things. I love changing something from one thing to the next, so that it's creating something different, creating something new and fresh. And I've done that a few times in ministry, in jobs I've had, and various things like that. I can't draw and stuff, but I do love to create. So that was the first thing, is create. And then the second one was communicate. I realised that communication is really big and really important for me. I love communicating. I really enjoy this sort of thing. I really enjoy speaking publicly and preaching that I do at church and things like that. But also I love communication in terms of storytelling. I love what stories are, and films, and the way they're communicated and all that kind of thing. And so I'm realising those sort of things, communicating, and I'm really key. It's really important to me that things are communicated well. So those 2 things, create and communicate, this is partly what I'm wanting this to be part of. Just stepping into a little bit more about what I feel I'm good at, what I feel I can do. I'm not the world's best creator by any means, and I'm not the world's best communicator by any means, but I want to get better, So we're going to take some time. I'm going to take some time to have a bit of a jot down as to what these are for, how I can create using these, and how I can communicate using these. So hope that helps, or hope that makes sense in some way.
no.
On a scale of 1 to get lots done, how much have you got done, Heather? Not much. Same here.
Blinded by the moment, don't know why I crave you all the time.
It's in my backpack. Yeah, I've been walking around like a year 7 with my backpack undone. and the bag's bright blue. You didn't do that at your school, did you? At school we used to go round and you'd try and open up everyone else's bag, particularly if they had one of those pockets at the bottom where if you unzipped it everything fell out. So, a confession to make. We made it home. I was going to do a little bit more work, but then, life carries on, doesn't it? The baby goes, oh, I need some help. And so we help him with...
Ben, do you want to tell them where you ended up standing with Jasper so you get him to go to sleep?
So, painting a picture of what happened whilst we're comforting our child, trying to get our baby to sleep. He cried for a good couple of... Was it an hour today?
Yeah, half hour.
Half hour. I ended up going into a cupboard with the child. I didn't lock him in a cupboard. Don't call social services on me. I went into a cupboard, didn't close the door, just a little bit, so it was a bit darker in there, and just held him in there in the dark in a cupboard because it was the only dark bit. Because it's flipping summer, and there's always daylight everywhere. So I went in summer. Nearly worked. I was like an inch away from it working. His eyes were like that, and then he woke up. And in the end, Heather ended up taking him back into the cupboard. And what was the noise you made?
La 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 la.
It was la 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 la, but it was like one tone. It was like la 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 la,
Alright.
and then repeated la 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 la. We were like monks trying to monkify our child to sleep. So he's asleep now, so that's good. So it does mean I didn't do any more work on the whole purpose, create, communicate thing. But you've learnt one thing about it. I feel like there's, two things that sort of I'm supposed to do. And that's create stuff and communicate stuff. In another vlog, I'll talk more about the next steps. It's a process. This is a process. Maybe you've got some things like that. Maybe you want to spend some time thinking about what are you here to do? What's your vision, as Heather just said? What's a couple of things that you think, yeah, that's what I want to be doing, and that's what I feel that I'm good at. That's what I feel like I want to be pursuing. That's what I feel that God's calling me to do. What do you want to do? And in a future one, we'll look at that in more detail. But anyway, moving on. We're having a takeaway tonight. Yes. Having a curry. Yes. That's about it, really. I don't think there's anything else to add.
Just thinking of things to talk about then. To communicate.
Just thinking about things. Yeah.
What can you create? What can you communicate?
I'm just thinking, what can I create right now? What can I communicate right now?